If our planet elevated itself into a higher level of spiritual understanding, there's no more war. War only exists in the atmosphere of hatred, of misunderstanding, of frustration because of the distance between humans and God within themselves. War is the cry out of anguish, of longing for home, the most desperate, the most violent cry of a kid who doesn't know where his father is. So, if we show him the father or the mother, he will stop crying and kicking his feet. The child doesn't know what's right from wrong. The child, hungry, thirsty, cold, frightened, lonely, wants the bosom of his mother. That's all there was. And as long as our planet is still far away from God's knowledge, we still will have war. And that's why I'm coming to different countries, sometimes even without invitation. God has directed me there so that the child can know the Father and stop all this desperate, lonely cry. In all the planets, in all the higher civilizations, people there are more intelligent, more spiritually developed, so they don't ever have war with each other. Because they know God is with them all the time, and God is the only thing they live for and live with. On this planet, not many of us can see God directly or talk to God directly of all our anguish, of all our frustration, of all our fear and worries. Despite our tough appearance, we all have our problems, our weakness, our fears, our wants, our desperation. And when we have nowhere to turn to, we tend to turn violent. And that's how war happens. These are also victims of the war in a way. The victims of a true war and the one who caused the war, they are both victims of different kinds, of different degrees. The ones who caused the war are the worst victims of all, because they don't even know what's right from wrong. They couldn't even run away from themselves to take refuge in any other country, because they're deep in this terrible illusion of the negative power. They're struggling very, very hard. So the only way to end the war in this planet or anywhere is to be enlightened, to know God, just like a child being hugged by the mother, and he will stop crying.